Hi Sam, how are you? Hope you are doing well. I choose front end development because I enjoy designing and building user interfaces that people interact with directly. I like the idea of turning design into real working websites. It gives me creativity as well as technical challenges, and I enjoy working with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to build responsive, user friendly application. I also like how small changes in code can improve user experience. Yes, for the technology, I built a responsive web application using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The project focused on creating a user friendly interface with proper layout and responsiveness. I worked on designing pages, handling user interactions, and making sure the website works on different devices. This helped me understand real world front end development. So I'm writing answer here. Okay, so what considerations do you make when adapting the new technologies? When adapting to the new technologies, I consider several important factors to make sure I can learn and use it effectively in a real project environment. First, I look at the purpose and usefulness of the technology. I try to understand why it is being used and what problem it solves compared to the existing tools. This helps me understand its real world value. Second, I check the learning curve and documentation. I prefer technologies that have a good communications, tutorials, and community support because it makes learning easier and faster. Third, I consider compatibility with existing system or projects. In a real world workplace, new technology must integrate well with the current code base, frameworks, and tools without creating major issues. Fourth, I focused on performance and efficiency. I evaluate whether the new technology improves speed, user experience, and development productivity. Overall, my approach is to understand, evaluate, practice, and then apply new technology step by step to ensure I can use it effectively in real development work. Very well, this is a final question. Can you tell me about a time when you had a plan, a complex project, including how you ensure it progressed according to plan? So, when you had a complex project, okay. So, when I had a complex project and when I face a bug, I first try to understand the issue by checking the code step by step. I use console logs and debugging tools if needed. I search the for the solution online or refer the documentation to according my plan. I stay patient and test different solution until the issue is fixed. And then like another option is I used to use the Trello template to giving dates and the times and the template of the everything in the Trello, so it is going to according my plan. So this is all about how I can do according my plan. So I'm writing the answer: when I face the complex project. At what point did you begin planning? So, by the point I got the project, after that time, I began to do the planning and consoling everything and starting the Trello board and just giving all the dates according to my timeline. I separate all the list in the Trello board like to do list, done list, and the console list, and the output and everything. So, what tools and input did you use? So, for a front end developer, as a front end developer, I mostly use the code editor VS Code and the framework and the libraries like the React.js, AngularJS, styling tools as the CSS, version control, Git, and GitHub, and the package manager, npm build tools white, and API testing Postman. So which tools and input? So in that I used HTML, CSS, JavaScript for the API testing. I use Postman API, and the design tool Figma. And how did you communicate with the other people who were involved? So in my team or in my project, of the day people are involved, I communicate with them mostly in person. And if I have to communicate with them and they are in the different places, so I will prefer the Teams application. This is the very good way to communicate with them. So with the Teams application. This concludes our interview. I appreciate your response and examples you shared.